Hello and good evening, champion parents. I hope this reaches you well. Happy holidays. This is a beautiful time of year. I'm excited.
I'm excited too.
Yes, so excited. I'm starting to see beautiful decorations.
I know. I still ain't put up my Christmas tree though. I need to just take the time and put it up because I'm really lacking.
Well, we put our tree up, but there's no decorations on. So our tree has been up since the day after Thanksgiving. And it's a pre-lit tree, so some of the lights don't work. So I have to go get some. That's one of the things that kind of halted us from continuing to put up the Christmas tree. Or continuing to decorate.
Decorate. Okay, because you got to replace the light.
Yes, we got to replace the lights. Yes. Okay, champion parents, if you're listening out there, please give us a call, 313-837-1340. This evening, we are talking about children who feel entitled. Are you raising a child who feels entitled? So, first of all, we want to give prayers and shout outs to those who are under the weather because it is a nasty bug going around. So we want to give a shout out to Dr. Pert, who's not in the studio with us this evening, and pray for her and her family that everyone's doing well. And I'm going to give an extra shout out to my daughter as well. Still feeling kind of tired from taking her to emergency last night, but she's doing better. Yeah, so
thank you. Thank God.
amen. So, Miss April, how was your weekend?
My weekend was awesome. What did I do this weekend? Oh, I just hung out with my family. You know, I enjoy hanging out with my family.
Y'all do hang out.
Yeah, we do. We hung out. And then my cousin Russell got up in the morning and cooked me
Yeah,
breakfast.
Russell, I heard you were cooking up some stuff.
He did. But my thing is, like, you know how I do with the bacon, right? The whole pack of bacon. He ought to be making like 2 or 3 or 4 slices. I'd be like, I need the whole pack. I mean, bacon be so good, but just a recap. Like, when I make breakfast, I remember way back, I was visiting one of my friends in Charlotte. It was me and my 2 sons, and I ended up cooking her mom breakfast. So the funny thing about that was, you know, when I make breakfast, I'm cooking a whole pack of bacon. So we cooked the whole pack of bacon. I ate some. My boys ate some. Her mom ate some. So a few days later, she called me and was like, where's the rest of the bacon? I was like, girl, I made that whole pack of bacon. But anyhow, that's just what I do. Like, I go to Sam's Club. I found Sam's Club. You know, you could buy the bacon, like the big pack for like $15. So, you know, I kind of overexert myself and make the whole pack of bacon. But it was still good because he put some bacon in the egg. So I guess that offset it. But I don't know. I just needed my separate bacon.
Yeah. Well, you know, I mean, if you think of the typical pack of bacon, there's not really a lot in there, but you know, the serving size, I guess, is supposed to be 2 slices, but I know. But when you go to the restaurants, they give you like 4.
They do.
Yeah.
I need about 4. I can eat a lot of bacon. I mean, that's my problem. But let me tell you, I want to give a shout out to a very, very special shout out because I know my cousins are listening.
Ooh, hey, cousins.
Miss Savannah and Donovan.
Hey, Savannah.
And I know they're
Donovan.
listening, and I just wanted to send a special shout out to them.
Yeah, hey.
Their Donovan is 9 and Savannah is 5.
And they are gorgeous.
And they are, and they're
handsome.
listening.
Donovan is handsome, and Savannah is beautiful.
So I want to send a shout out to them for listening.
Absolutely. Yes, we definitely want to give a shout out to all of our listeners. Thank you so much for supporting us thus far, and thank you for tuning in. You definitely could be doing anything else, but you are choosing to spend your 7:30. Is it 7:30 o'clock hour? your 7:30 time with us, and we definitely appreciate it. Yeah, so this is the time of season where we all need to be careful. We need to pay attention to our surroundings.
Definitely.
Yes, cell phone users, I mean, please wait till you get inside of a secure place before you don't sit in your car like a sitting duck, texting, looking through Facebook or Snapchat or whatever. Just pay attention to your surroundings. Children, as you're walking, you know, if you can walk with a buddy, walk with a buddy. However, my kids laugh at me because they said I'm paranoid.
Well, not necessarily paranoid. Probably just safe.
Yeah, and I am. I mean, I'm safe. I just believe in not wasting time. I don't believe in just standing around lollygagging, especially if it's dark outside. We can go to the store at night, and I'm pulling them like, hurry up, get in the car. My son may want to have a conversation. No, we can talk in the car. Get in the car. So I'm sure a lot of parents can relate.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yes, yes. So
Safety first. Safety first. Yeah, I know sometimes I try, because I'm always on my cell phone scrolling down Facebook. That's my favorite thing, to scroll down Facebook. Because I tell you, it's very entertaining.
It is.
And I look at Facebook more so as being inspirational. And I laugh a lot.
Yeah.
And some of the memes, I just crack up. So sometimes I could be overtly engaged.
Yeah.
So, but I have to remind myself to be conscious of my surrounding and make sure that I'm safe. I did recently, because I already had my CPL license, but I just recently renewed it. So
Nice.
that, because it's just me now. I don't have necessarily my sons with me. So, I just wanted that extra protection just for me.
Yes, absolutely. So, for the listeners who may not know what a CPL license is, what is that, Ms. Avery?
A concealed permit license. So basically, the law allows you to have a gun in your home. You can have a gun in your home to protect your home in case an intruder comes into your home. So what a CPL does is that you can carry your gun on you. Wherever you go. Well, not wherever. It's certain federal buildings and government buildings that you can, and some bars, you can't carry your gun, but you pretty much can carry your gun on you.
And what is the rule? You can carry your gun, but the ammunition is not supposed to be.
No, you can have it on you and the ammunition.
No, you
in
can
it.
have it on you, but it can't be loaded, right?
Yeah, you can have it loaded.
Oh, okay. I thought.
Yeah,
that
that's
you
what a
had to have-
CPL is. I mean, you don't have any restrictions. That's why you go through that with a CPL. You can have one in the chamber. I don't want to say I don't have one in the chamber. I generally don't because I'm kind of new and working it, but I go to the range like once a week. So, yeah. But, yeah, you can put one in the chamber.
All right, y'all hear Charlie's Angel.
I'm ready. And I'm ready.
Hey, yes, yes, yes. So, as a champion parents, we all struggle with trying to do the best. We want to do the best for our children. And what I mean about struggle, we struggle with doing what's right for our children sometimes versus what we want to do for our children. And one of the things we have to look at is, are we raising children who feel entitled? So either we are raising children that feel entitled, or someone that's raising a child to feel, someone who's raising children to feel entitled. And being in the school system, that is a lot of kids. You see a lot of kids who actually feel like, oh, we deserve this, we deserve that, because so many things over the years have been given to them.
Yes. And so they feel, as a teacher,
You're supposed to do certain things.
Yeah. So students feel like, oh, I should just get an A for showing up, or I should just get an A just for turning this assignment in. They don't want to put forth that effort. And I believe, unfortunately, sometimes within the school system, overall, we can set standards low where the children won't perform. I understand the whole goal of, the standards, because you want to make sure that you are targeting children and their academic level with the new, the No Child Left Behind, that you kind of got to kind of scaffold learning.
Yeah.
However, overall, as a teacher, our goals can sometimes be low, where we don't push the child into their fullest potential, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So they don't know what they're able to overcome, and they can sometimes get lazy. Like if you're not pushed and you're not challenged, you become lazy.
That's right. And you think you're helping the child because a lot of times you do want to help the child. You do want to give them that extra handout, at times, but and people may mistake a handout for a push, and it's definitely a difference between the two. I used to work a program. There was a program called Earn to Learn. I think it was Earn to Learn. And I don't know if that was their slogan or the name of the program. But anyway, I always thought that program was kind of it was ironic. It was kind of crazy because it sent that message that we'll pay you to learn, and it's like, wow, why do we have to pay children to learn?
That's just something that they should be doing automatically.
They should be doing,
They shouldn't need a reward for that.
You should need a reward. And I like, because the program was geared toward low income students, and also the low socio economical area. And I liked that portion of it, but not Earn to Learn. I think it could have had a different spin. I didn't do the program long, but it was just kind of ironic to me. And then a lot of the kids, they knew they were getting a check, and some kids still would not show up. And it's almost like we were kind of bargaining with them and bribing, Kind
of like a bribe. I can see that, because you should want to learn.
You should want to learn.
Getting up and go to school is just something that you should do. You shouldn't have to feel like you need a reward for getting up and go to school and, getting not even average, I would say above average grades.
Yeah.
Yes, that's just something that you should do. Now, if I choose to reward you for it, then that's extra. Absolutely. But I just think that really is really reflective of our children today, that they feel like they need a reward. Like, oh, well, what am I going to get for this? This is what you're supposed to do.
Yeah. And honestly, I mean, and also, it depends on what's going on inside of the household. Is that the environment? Because I know, even as a parent / educator, I know that I can be guilty of kind of almost bribing or rewarding my children in the home to do certain things. Like, I don't want to relate Christmas to, things that you didn't do, or I don't want to relate rewards or incentives to things that they're supposed to do. So it's like, where do you draw the line between even offering incentives? Like, there's nothing wrong with getting incentives, because even on some jobs, when you grow into your profession, there are bonuses, that you get, when you
But that's
achieve.
more so, not necessarily, that's more sporadic and not regular.
Right. Mm-hmm. Right. So, so I don't know. It's time for Spits and Giggles. Are we ready for Spits and Giggles? So Spits and Giggles is just a little segment that we're doing to let our hair down and just share some relatable moments.
Yeah, so Spits and Giggles is very relatable because, we always try to make, have a fun time here with Spits and Giggles. So here's Spits and Giggles.
Hey, Spits and Giggles. Hey. Oh, okay. We'll take the caller first. Hey, caller, welcome to Mommy Talk.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi.
Yes, good evening, ladies. And so I just wanted to say that a lot of parents today are really doing their children an injustice, and because they have so much.
Yes.
And when I was growing up, you were grateful to get the necessities, and if you got something extra, it was very appreciative. Mm-hmm. And now today, these kids are they expect it. They expect
all the extra.
So much.
I was watching All Eyes on Me, a Tupac Shakur biography, or autobiography, or the movie rather. And for Christmas, him and his sister was unwrapping a composition notebook, pens, and paper for Christmas. And I was like, wow.
Yeah.
And they were so grateful for receiving that.
Yeah.
Wow. So I think children nowadays, you can't wrap up no composition notebook
be looking like,
and get
what?
for Christmas. They be like, what? Yeah, but it's just reflective for me just to know how to be appreciative for the little things.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you, ladies.
Yeah, thank you for calling. And are you a champion at parenting?
I'm a champion grandma.
Champion grandma.
Yes.
Take care of them grandbabies.
Thank you. Thank you very much, lady.
Thank
and Merry
you.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas and happy holidays to you.
Thank you.
You want me to do it over for Spits and Giggles?
Oh, yeah. Spits and Giggles. Oh, my goodness.
Okay, Spits and Giggles. That's enough.
Wow. Okay, so I have a quick story. It's funny. While we're on the subject of children who feel entitled, in trying to get my children to clean up around the house. Like I have learned many lessons that I cannot give directives remotely. I have to actually be in the physical presence with my with my children. Lord, I'm confused at home from work, y'all. But I have to be there with my children. Why do I keep saying that? But anyway, I have to be there with them and kind of walk around with them in order for them to do things. And so, anyway, my son bust me out one day because he's like, well, why do we have to clean our
He
room?
always busts you out.
So he's like, why do I have to clean my room? Your room isn't clean. And I looked at him, and then I just had to immediately go to one of those moments, do as I say, not as I do. I'm the parent. This is my house.
Right.
But I did feel a certain type of way.
Hey, did you go clean up your room, though?
No. 'Cause I'm like, I'm not letting a little 10-year-old tell me what to do.
Right.
Yeah, but I got it together the next day.
Okay, good. So we do have a caller. Hi, caller. Welcome to Mommy Talk.
Hey, how you doing today?
Hi, we're fine. How are you?
I'm all right. I just wanted to ask a question about how you raise a child who think that is privileged and entitled to everything.
Okay, what's your question? You said, how do you raise a child, or?
How do you help raise?
Oh, how do you help to kind of lessen them feeling entitled? One of the things, like I was looking at some, because I wanted to see if I identify with some of these things with, do you bribe and reward your child? Is your child rebellious about helping with certain things, or do they constantly often think about themselves? So there were like a number of questions, but one of the things I was looking at as far as do you allow children to do things on their own? Because some kids will come to you to be rescued. Are you always rescuing your child? Because that's another reason why children feel entitled. Do you allow them to sometimes bump their head, on their own? Or if a child is always asking you, well, can you, even with schoolwork, well, can you call Miss Such and Such and tell her that I wasn't, this is a story, of course, that I've had. This is a conversation I've actually had with my daughter. Could you call Miss Such and Such and tell her that I'll bring my paper in tomorrow? And I had to tell her no, because you're going to stop, you're going to turn into things when you need to, because I'm trying to figure out if you had the same amount of time the rest of the students had, what stopped you?
Right.
You know? Yeah, so I think as far as giving them a little more, not coming to their aid all the time.
Yeah, and I think also to help, you need to make sure you expose them to people who are less fortunate than them.
Yes.
Maybe through volunteer or community service activities. That's one of my favorite things to do because, it's always good and it helps you reflect on how blessed you are, even though you feel like your situation may not be as blessed. But you're definitely blessed more so than the people who are less fortunate.
Entitlement. Wonder if they always want to ride to school. Should you put them on the school bus?
That's a really good question because my daughter probably really could catch the bus to school, but because I'm already, here you go with my excuse, because I'm already going that way to drop my son off, I'm not going to put her on the bus.
Well, my son's never caught the bus. I was about to make my son catch the bus one day to work.
Yeah.
Do you know he caught an Uber?
Yeah.
So I don't know about the city bus, but the school bus may be a bit more safer. I didn't have the option where we had a school bus, but I wouldn't do the city bus though.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Okay, even walk to the bus stop at nighttime, school starts before school, the day the sun comes up. So.
Right, and see that's what would be a reason why I wouldn't want to put my daughter, especially with everything going on and all the human trafficking warnings and things that's going on right now. So I definitely would not feel safe. But, there are some parents out here who actually have to
They don't have any other choice.
They have no other choice. But I would suggest that if a child did have to catch a bus, if they could somehow hook up with their buddy, because it's somebody in your child's school who catches a bus that doesn't live too far from you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, ladies.
All right.
Yes.
Well, thank you for
Happy
calling
holidays.
and happy holidays. Are you a champion at parenting?
I'm a very good champion at parenting.
Thank you for calling.
Thank you so much.
Have a
Yeah, that is a tricky.
The school bus?
Yeah,
It
because there's
is.
people out here who they have to. They have to.
Let me tell you, Seth and Caleb, they could have caught the bus together, okay? But Seth nor Caleb were not having it. They was not having it. I was like, I had
But
to
you know
catch the
what?
city bus.
But if they were working and they were able to, if they were able to pay for Uber, hey, I mean, you know, they work for it. You know, hey caller, welcome to Mommy Talk.
Hi, caller. Welcome to Mommy Talk.
Oh, hi. I was calling to comment on the topic at hand about entitled children.
Yes.
Hey.
Now, look, I don't have kids, right? But my mom, she had made it to where my sister was, like, so spoiled, or I feel like not even spoiled because she kind of spoiled all her kids, but she was entitled. And it just ended, like, very terrible because when my mom decided to cut her off, she had, like, 5 kids and only wanted to take care of 3. And it was just, like, a terrible situation because she just felt like she was entitled to have my mom be her baby daddy up until I guess all her life.
Uh-huh.
That's not what happened for her. So she's at the point in her life now where she don't know how to be a mother or a woman. And it's just like sometimes it's not cool to just have that child that you feel like you can just like make spoiled or like
Right, because it does cripple them.
Yes.
Yeah, because she's so crippled, she needs disability. So it's like it's terrible. So that's all I was just saying. Like, you know, it's not cool to have a child feel like they're entitled, especially when they get older. Like it has to be a cutoff moment.
Yes.
Because it gets dangerous.
Yeah, I
That's
agree.
true.
I agree.
It does. You're right.
Yeah.
You know, especially if kids have like wheels and stuff. You just get real out of control. So that's all I wanted to comment and say.
Well, we definitely appreciate you for calling in. We know that
Yeah.
you're not a parent, but we're thankful.
Yes.
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 Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Happy holidays.
We have another caller?
Oh no, not yet.
Not
so
yet?
I just want to add. This is if anyone is familiar with Prevention Man, I'm giving you a quick shout out, sir.
Prevention Man
Hey,
in
hey.
his house.
Yeah, so he sent some information about incentive-based participation and learning. They have an after-school steps program, which is it's a program where they don't pay teens year-round, but they do have like cheerleading and motivation program, summer jobs program, where the kids are actually, you know, working to receive pay. I know that they also do, what is it called? Internships for radio. So STEP serves all over Wayne County. Parents, if you're listening, you can call them at 313-868-1340, extension 111, and it's for ages 12 to 16.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
So we do have another caller. Hi, caller. Welcome to Mommy Talk.
Hello. I think my parents should give me everything I want.
You do?
Nice.
Everything?
Yes.
Oh, okay. And what makes you feel that way?
And you should too.
Hey man, you know what? Well, there's nothing wrong with the way you feel, but sometimes reality kick in. Say it again, please.
I didn't even ask to be here.
Okay. Well,
We're
you know what,
thankful
that's
that
true.
you're here.
Yeah, we're thankful that you're here.
And I'm sure your mom, your parent, or mom or dad, or mom and dad are doing the best they can. And while you feel like you need everything or you want everything, sometimes it's not what you want, but what you need. And I'm sure your parents are providing.
Okay.
Okay. Well, thank you for calling.
Yes. What? How old are you?
10.
You're 10.
Okay. All right. Well, you're still learning.
Yeah.
You should be more appreciative for what your parents.
I love your spirit, though. And you know what? That goes to show with you having that type of attitude, I'm sure you are a very hard worker. And you're going to be very successful.
Yes. And you're going to get a job.
Yes.
Soon.
And do well in school, good grades.
I am, and y'all still need to give me everything.
Okay.
Amen.
We'll work on it.
Keep feeling that way, but keep working hard. Happy holidays to you.
Bye,
Yeah.
champion.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
So we appreciate you for listening and spending your evening with us here on Mommy Talk. For additional information, visit us on social media platforms at mommietalk.com or on our website at www.mommietalk.com. That's Mommy Talk. Come talk to us each and every Monday on 1340 AM or 96.7 FM WCHB Detroit from 7:30 to 8 o'clock p.m. Anything we want to say in closing?
The only thing I want to add is I just had a few things I want parents to think about. Can your child handle the word no? Are you a parent who bribes or rewards your children for good behavior? Is it difficult to get your children to help? Is your son or daughter more concerned about themselves than others? Do your child ever, does your child have any personal responsibilities around your home, or do they take responsibilities for things that they have done, and is it always someone else's fault? Mm-hmm. So think about those things, parents, and hey, let's continue working to be champion parents. Let's continue.
Yes. Have a good evening, champion parents.
Yes.
Thank you for listening to Mommy Talk, the champions of parenting. And remember, you too can be a champion of parenting. Continue to support and love your children. For additional information, you can contact us at info@mommytalk.com or visit our website at www.mommytalk.com. We can also be found via social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube at Mommy Talk Network. Please listen to us every Monday at 7:30 p.m. on WCHB Detroit's Gospel Station.
Come talk to us.